Welcome to today's Research Business Daily Report, where we have a surprising study conclusion that social media advertising has actually now rated more effective than many traditional marketing options. And then noteworthy industry awards have come out from 3 different organizations that we'll share with you. And finally, the Media Ratings Council, after a few intermediate steps, has issued its final social media measurement guidelines. RBDR is sponsored today and all this week by Research Now, voted for the second consecutive year by MarketResearchCareers.com voters as best in quality, thought leadership, best employees, use of technology, and unique methodologies in the online sample provider arena. Other research companies can talk about quality. Research Now can proudly say they've earned those distinctions 2 years in a row. The Halverson Group, on behalf of IZEA, which connects brands with content creators on social media, surveyed 511 marketing executives and marketing managers. One thing it sought to clarify is what's happening to social media acceptance among the marketers as increasing numbers of them directly interact with social media. According to the project, in the last year, the percentage of marketers gaining direct experience with social media grew from 68% to 73%. At the same time, the proportion of those respondents using sponsored social media also grew, although just by a little bit, from 53 to 54%. The study rates sponsored social media effectiveness at 7.29, and you can compare that with online display at 6.55, TV advertising at 6.46, radio advertising at 5.65, and newspaper advertising at 4.79. Social media is not quite yet sitting at the top of the mountain. It's got some work to do. Still rated higher by marketers are experiential marketing at 7.46, and all the way at the top, content marketing at 7.75. Moving on, we wanted to share awards that have been announced this week for researchers. Let's begin with the inaugural J. Wilson Lifetime Achievement Award, which is, of course, named for the legendary and late researcher J. Wilson. This new award acknowledges the work of an industry leader who has championed global industry development and fostered cross-border relationships. And the first winner is former Latin panel and former IBAPI chief executive Paulo Pinheiro de Andre. Meanwhile, the 7th annual Golden Bridge Awards, which distinguish the world's best in several business-focused categories in every global industry, were also announced. And in the company growth area, the winner was Focus Vision, which grew its revenue by 148%. Also cited as Startup of the Year was Validated, and it was accepted on Monday in San Francisco by its founder and CEO, Corinne Sandler. And then finally, Michelle Andre, who recently joined Virtual Incentives from Focus Vision, won a Stevie Executive of the Year award for Women in Business. She was honored for her leadership in developing integrated marketing campaigns with measurable return on investment. Finally, for this week, the Media Ratings Council issued Social Media Measurement Guidelines version 1.0. It establishes a detailed set of methods, definitions, and common practices for entities that master social media activity and want the MRC's accreditation. Moving ahead, any social media measurement process that wants to get that accreditation will have to be assessed against these new guidelines. And they were described by MRC CEO and Executive George Ivey as, quote, an important step in the mission of the 3Ms, making measurement make sense. That's your Research Business Daily Report. We've been sponsored today and this week by Research Now, voted for the second consecutive year by MarketResearchCareers.com as the best in quality, thought leadership, employees, and use of technology and unique methodologies in the online sample provider category. Other research companies can, of course, talk about their quality, but Research Now proudly can say that it has earned that distinction 2 years in a row from these voters. And you're invited to find out how Research Now managed to sweep all 5 contested categories in these awards for the last 2 years as voted by the clients. You can check out the link that's been created at It's in the email to today's subscribers, and it's also in the description box underneath today's video. So find out more right there. Have a great research day, and we hope that the rest of your research week is well done and productive. We hope you have a great weekend, and of course, we hope you'll be back to join us here on Monday.